Yeah.
Good to see you.
Oh, good to see you, Anne.
Nice to
How
see
you doing?
I'm very well.
Now, guys, do you ever wonder about the face behind the voice of a continuity announcer on the BBC?
Not necessarily continuity announcer, but lovely... The traffic girls on Radio 5.
Oh, you like all that, do you?
They sound so sexy. I'd really like to meet them.
Do you think you'd be disappointed?
No.
No?
No, because if you've got a sexy voice, it sort of does things, doesn't it?
Well, you can switch off the light, can't you? What about you, Les?
You do wonder, actually, sort of what they look like, and also sort of radio presenters, that whole thing. What's the face?
I know. What is the face, ladies and gentlemen? So, there you are, snuggled up in front of your sofa, about to watch EastEnders, and you hear this man's voice. Yes, please welcome BBC One's continuity announcer, Phil Vowles. Hi, Phil. Hi, Antony. Go on, then. Come on, EastEnders is just about to start. Tell us, what would you say?
Oh, I'd say something like, Pauline's in for a shock now on BBC One in EastEnders.
It just comes to life, doesn't it? Are you a bit of a good cook, then?
I'm hopeless. Absolutely hopeless. Well, my cooking is always just in the microwave. Yeah, so I'm
That's
hopeless.
just too disappointing. Well, you've got the perfect person. Let's have a look in your bag. See what you brought along. OK, it's all out. It's there. It's in front of us. Tell us what you brought along for Lesley.
Well, gammon I love because if I was having a roast on Sunday, that would be my favourite.
Oh, right, OK.
So I'm hoping we could do something with that. Oh, pineapple, of course, with gammon. And chilli as well, because actually I don't have chilli very often, but it's something a bit hotter for me. Maybe something spicy?
All coming in EastEnders after this. We can't get that voice out of the head now. How much did you spend on all that, then, Phil?
£5 and a penny.
Yeah, we're not too worried about that. Now, it's one of our... all our chefs turn around and say gammon's really difficult to make gammon look exciting, isn't it, Les? But what do you think? You're happy over all the other ingredients?
It's a good classic bag. Well done.
There you go. All right, then. And I was going to say, here's another good classic bag, but that would be wrong, wouldn't it? That would be wrong.
I don't know
She's more than that. She gets our programme going, ladies and gentlemen, and that dreaded lady that follows on the weakest link. Please welcome BBC Two announcer, Sarah Gentry. Hello, Sarah. How are you? Go on, then. One programme's just finished. We're about to kick into this. What do you normally say?
Oh, some tea time inspiration for you now on BBC Two. It's Ready, Steady, Cook.
Just comes alive, doesn't it?
I'll try and do the traffic later, but maybe later.
lovely.
You've done the perfect face for radio, that's what I say.
Well, Phil
very much.
says he's...
Just a joke, OK. Just a joke.
Phil says he's an appalling cook. He's a bit of a microwave man. What about yourself? Do
I'm
you get
not
time?
much better. No. You just sort of bring in homemade soups from home and just, as Phil said, heat it up in the microwave.
Well, that's
so.
kind of nice.
Yeah.
It's homemade. Come on, let's have a look what you
OK.
brought along for our chef. That's lovely.
Nice.
Now, what have you brought here, then, Sarah?
Well, I've got some chicken because I've always got chicken in my fridge because I love chicken.
Thighs, yeah.
Spinach because Popeye says to eat spinach because it makes you strong. You know, it needs some muscles.
Absolutely.
And a sweet potato because I love sweet things, but I don't want to put on the pounds.
Absolutely. Well, you've got the
It's GI
coconut
food,
milk
though.
there.
Yeah.
That will help you. Tomatoes and onion, how much?
£5 3p.
Yeah, we don't mind about that. As
That's
long as
fine.
it's a few p over. Chef, that says a lot to me. What about you?
Yes, it whispers to me. But it's OK. It's a nice bag.
Where's me feathers? OK, you have a bit of a chat and I'll come back and see you. Well, Phil, let's find out what Leslie's got up her sleeve for you.
Right, OK. Nice big piece. So we're going to do a gammon burger with chili mayo and a pineapple sort of salsa with coriander, yeah? And then we're going to do with the rest of it like skewers on a marinade with pineapple. We're going to grill them or oven bake them. And then we're going to serve those with a very sort of spicy potato and pepper curry. And then we're going to do some chips to go with the burger, and we're going to also do some sort of unusual pineapple-style cake with a chilli syrupy sauce.
That's very spicy, yeah.
Does that sound good?
Yeah, very
Something
spicy.
like that.
Very nice indeed. Fantastic. OK. Well, you're used to watching all the programmes, aren't you? So let's see if Antony can impress us.
Oh, no, well, I'm in the doubts, I have to say. I'm going to do a drink.
Yeah.
Well, a slush. Or hash slush. Something like that, with coconut, lime and mint.
Yeah.
I'm going to do sweet potato rusty with some grilled chicken. I'm going to stuff some chicken with some spinach and yoghurt, curried sweet potato soup, and maybe another curry or something.
Quite random.
We'll see.
Don't know what's going to happen. Sound delicious?
Oh, yeah,
Sound
lovely,
good?
lovely.
OK, our announcers are delighted. Let's see how they'll feel in 20 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. When I say ready, steady, cook. OK, we're up and away. You've heard what Leslie's going to do. She's going to impress us with the lovely gammon, and that's going to be cooked in two ways. We're going to have one's going on a skewer, the other one's going to be blitzed down to create a lovely burger with a nice mayo. We're going to have chips, we're going to have pineapple salsa, we're going to have pineapple cake, and we're also going to have a little bit of a curry going on here too. So that's going to be a really interesting way of starting. Bit busy and manic down there already, aren't they? Hey, what about here? Well, similar thing. We've got curry going here too. We're going to have some of these lovely chicken thighs stuffed with a bit of spinach and yoghurt. We've got the coconut milk. It's going to go into a drink. Some of it's going to go into a curry. Down there we've got the sweet potato that's been peeled, and half of that's going to be made into a rosti too. So lots of lovely dishes, about 10 in all, coming your way in the next 20 minutes. Our chefs really do deliver here, guys. Now, let's find out what Leslie's going to be doing with her pineapple.
Right, OK.
What do you look for, Les? If you go to the shop, what do you look for to get a nice, ripe pineapple?
Well, I think it's actually really good to smell it, to see how sweet it is.
Absolutely.
People think you've gone bonkers, don't they? You start picking a pineapple up and smelling it. But that sweet smell. Also, people do say if the centre bit, pull it out.
Yeah.
If it comes out easily, that's a good sign.
Yeah.
And also, just look at it. You'll kind of know it has that look, doesn't
Absolutely. And the more you try it, you find out a little bit more about it. Because that's just a little bit green on the outside, isn't it?
It's a little bit, which is why it's going to work well in all these things,
Yeah,
actually.
exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Now, I think for the back kebabs, I think it's quite nice to leave the skin on the pineapple, actually, because
Great.
it gives a fragrance
And it's also
to the
something to
whole
grab hold
dish.
of and eat and nibble, isn't it? And just makes it really good. OK, so I'll look
Absolutely.
forward to seeing that.
OK, so how are we doing? Look at this over here. We're
I
doing
know,
very,
for a
very
man
well.
who doesn't cook.
He's
Well, I
doing
could cut a
all
bit of
right.
gammon, I
Yeah,
think.
all he eats is ding chicken, that one, isn't he, eh?
OK, so what we're going to do, first of all, then, is very, very good. I want you, Phil, to... I think we might back this out a little bit. So take out a bit of cling film like that, and I want you just to sandwich that together like so, and then take a rolling pin and think of anyone that's annoyed you for a while and just tap it. Now, don't make any holes in it, OK? That is the important
So
thing
like this?
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Nice and gently, just so that we can get it really, really nice and thin, OK? You can do this. What are you laughing at?
He's doing it like this.
He's all right, he's all right. OK, so Phil,
You
what I
go
want you
for
to
it.
do now...
And the same with the
I
other
want
one.
you to season it with black pepper, cut it into strips, like this. OK, look, now listen, you've got to really go for it. Someone's done a better voice than you, OK?
Right, I know what to do.
Oh, dear!
Oh, O'Reilly. Right, that'll be going in the burgers.
Sorry,
then,
yeah.
That'll be going in the burgers.
Yes, I think we'll wash that
My
out.
goodness gracious.
OK, you've obliterated that a bit, haven't you? You know, you're doing a good job. You carry on, Phil.
Right, OK, so now, Phil, let's have a look at this. Right, let's have a look. What have you done here? Right, don't do that anymore. Right, OK. That's fine. All right, so I want you just to cut it into strips like that. Get the black pepper.
Right.
OK? And we're just going to now just make some very, very quick style kebabs. So season with some black pepper for me.
OK.
I'm just getting this cake going, Ains, OK? So it's got...
OK,
how
we've
you
got the
doing
butter
that?
in there, we've got the sugar in there.
And a
What
couple of
flour
eggs.
do you want, Lesley?
Self-raising and a bit of baking would be really, really good.
No, here. No, just twist like that.
I told you.
Les, did you say self-raising?
Self-raising and baking powder,
Okay.
please.
Just on these. and on
Okay,
the,
no,
and on
that's
the other
fine. No, leave that bit alone. Right, okay. Right, what we're now going to do is...
Sarah, has he ever invited you round for dinner?
Never.
I did.
I got crisps and peanuts when I went round.
Right,
That isn't dinner? I thought that was dinner.
we're just going to now just skewer this on with a bit... Do you think you can do this with a bit of pineapple like that? I'm shaking here. I'm wondering what he's going to do next. Onto the Ains. You can watch him do that for me.
Can you see how you do that? Bit of pineapple?
Right, so a bit of pineapple now, and that back across.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we are. Pull that up. You see? Oh, no, it's all
I
right.
see.
It's all right. It's all that's happened.
Oh,
Put
I
that
see.
bit on
Yeah.
the top there. Yeah, OK. That's it.
There
Never
we go.
panic. That's the thing about cooking. All right, and then finally, got a bit on there, and that's it. You can make another All right, then. A little pineapple stick. Well done, my man. You're doing OK.
He's doing
Joking
all
apart.
right, actually.
OK,
OK.
let's briefly... I have to go over to Anthony, so tell me briefly
Right, so it's
quantities here.
110 of butter, 110 of sugar, 110 of self-raising, and a bit of baking powder. And then we're going to spread it on, and we are just going to then take the pineapple and just basically... we are just going to sort of place it over the top of the cake. And then we're going to do a sweet chilli syrup, OK?
OK.
That's great, Ains. Thank you so
Lovely.
much.
Beautiful. And maybe a little bit of milk or something like that to loosen it.
Absolutely. Just a little bit of milk.
I'll come back and see you. OK, let's get back down here. Red Tomato Kitchen. Seeing Chef, he's down here cooking the chicken off. It's lovely having that chicken sort of searing in the pan, and we've got little bits of spinach there, looking really lovely.
Yeah.
Tell us what we're doing here then, Chef.
Right, we're going to beat this out. Not quite as aggressively as
Young Phil over there.
Phil over there. Well, we just want to get it reasonably...
Do you want this?
Yes, I do.
OK.
And we're just going to season that.
OK, and you just got an egg. And what are the eggs for? Do you want them whipped up,
Yeah,
Chef?
beaten up, ple's.
Whipped
and
up.
with a little bit of cream, not too much cream.
I'll give you a fork because it's going to be difficult to get that in there.
It's a bit big.
Here, let's put that into a bowl.
Don't think it's going to work.
darling.
OK.
There you go,
It's not my kitchen, you see.
I know, it's all right. You carry on. OK, Chef. So,
OK, so I'm just putting a bit of spinach down the middle of this chicken.
And did you say you wanted a bit of yoghurt with that?
Yes,
too?
please, that would be lovely.
OK.
If you would, I've got my hands full.
I know, darling.
Little dribble of yoghurt.
OK. What about other things that you could pop in there, Anthony? Anything at all?
Oh, anything. Crab, a nice bit of crab. Yeah, a little bit of yoghurt, sorry. Just dribble it down. Don't worry, we'll push that together.
There you go. OK.
Thank you. Then we just
Is that beaten enough?
All right then. Yeah, I
Wrap
think
that
that'll be
up.
fine.
And that's where my other bit of skin came in useful.
OK.
Because what we're going to do is just put that over there to cover up any gaps.
There you go. And don't panic about that, guys, because you can always take the skin off. We know that it's got a lot of fat in there, but it really does
but
seal in
who
all those
doesn't like
lovely...
skin, you know?
Oh, well...
At the end of the day, I
lots of
know we're meant to
crispy
cut
skin.
back on it, but hey, you know, let's get a life, hey? Or maybe, yeah, that's the point, isn't it? Really?
That's precisely the point, actually.
Right, now we've got coriander, chopped coriander.
Coriander.
Oh, that's
Little Spanish omelette.
a little Spanish omelette going there too.
Which is the coriander, my love?
Coriander is the very similar. Just people get confused.
Right.
For instance, that's the flat leaf parsley, and this is the coriander here.
Okay.
All right. So
All right.
all of that in there. So I'll
All
just-
of that?
Yeah. No. There you go.
OK, thanks.
So what type of preparation goes into being a continuity announcer then? Give us some insight into that, Sarah.
You have to watch a lot of programmes, and then you...
Do you ever get bored? Do you obviously have your favourites?
Yeah, I like...
Ready, Steady, Cook.
Of course, yeah, I always watch Ready Steady Cook, but that's unfortunately Ready Steady Cook. It comes on in the evening when you're hungry and you're like, oh,
I know.
and you're sitting there and you're coming to the end of your shift and it's just like, oh, look at that lovely food.
I want to get into
Yeah, you
it.
just want to go home really,
Yeah.
but you can't. So you watch a lot of programmes and you watch the top of the programme and the end of the programme, and then you write your introduction. And then you write a little voiceover.
Sure, so you have to remain focused the whole time.
Yes.
You can't go down the pub in
No.
between a programme and have a few pints,
No,
can
no.
you? About 12 minutes to go, guys, 12. Anthony's just put in that kind of tortilla, if you like, or
In the oven.
into the oven, frittata, tortilla, depending on what part of the world you come from, in the oven, slow cooking the eggs, all the lovely flavours in there, the pepper, the onion and everything else. That really is going to come together. Sorry, my love. Yeah, how much coriander do you want?
A little bit more than that, if you could.
I've got to find it again.
OK, here we are. You'll find it, I'm sure. Can you get in there? Yeah, well, she nearly took me jaw out then. So, any funny incidents live on air?
Well, there was once I was going on holiday, and I was thinking about my holiday, and I was thinking, right, I need 14 pairs of knickers, I need suntan lotion.
2 week holiday, was it?
Yeah. No, just a week.
Oh, just a week.
Oh, you're going out in the evening then? Yeah.
Oh, we beat me to it. It's lovely.
And I was writing my list, and then suddenly my director said, right, you're on air.
Yeah.
And I had to say something about a listings magazine
Yeah.
that had information on all major television channels. And because I was thinking about my holiday, I said, and all major television sandals. Sandals.
Not scandals.
You just start panicking, don't you? But
Totally.
it's live. A lot of people don't realise this is not pre-recorded stuff, guys.
No.
This is actually live.
Completely
so
live.
anytime you've got to think on your feet, haven't you?
Yeah.
OK, I'll come back and see you again. We'll
OK,
talk a
see
bit
you in a
more.
sec.
Let's get back down to Lesley, see how she's getting on here. When we left, we had Phil over here who was doing the kebabs. I think he's done a really, really good job. Look at these. They've come along ever so well.
Slice it. Come here,
Fantastic.
Phil.
Well done.
Slice
Lesley
it
has left
and
the
then
skin on
chop
there,
it
which allows you to pick
tiny
it up
as
and have a
you
little bit of a
can,
bite.
into strips for me, OK?
We've also got delicious pineapple, thin
Right, I see.
layers
and then
of
into
pineapple
strips,
that have been
and then
laid
into tiny, tiny
on top
bits,
of the
and then in a
sponge.
bowl.
OK.
OK? Fantastic.
And here
Brilliant.
it is, just cooking
Where's the
away
rest
here,
of that
guys.
gammon going
Just
on
pulling that
in
out
there?
very quickly. You can see that. She's put that in a little bit of parchment paper. That's going to cook down. And all that lovely flavour. We've also got some chips. We've got oven chips in there. How interesting is that? Haven't deep fried them, so you can, with a little bit of oil, you don't want to get all that, oil into your chips when you deep fry them. Just shove them in the oven. 9 minutes to go. So, what are we making here? The burger?
The burger.
OK, Liz.
OK, so breadcrumbs, the rest of the gammon, salt and pepper, and a few chives just going in there,
Yeah.
and that's it.
OK, always try and tidy up as you go along, guys. It really makes your...
He's fantastic, isn't it? Sorry, Ames.
That's all right, Liz.
He's fantastic. I don't know what I'd do without you. It would be fantastic if you could really cook like this with Ainsley with you all the time. It'd be brilliant.
Yeah, big 6'4" black man coming in your kitchen, yeah.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, exactly.
OK, all right. So I'm just patting this out. I'm going to make a really nice big one.
OK, then.
OK?
Lovely.
And
you've got a
also
panel
nice
for
and
that.
thin so that it'll cook in the time. OK?
OK, lovely. Get that in there like that.
OK.
Are you picking up a few tips here today, then?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Phil? So tell us, what makes a good announcer? You've been doing it for a few years now.
Yeah.
How did you get the job? Because you don't just walk into the BBC building and say, "Hey, I've got a good voice." You have to go
Take
through
that for me,
you have to go
Ainsley.
through a training sort of technique or something.
Yeah, I was working in local radio before that, so I was presenting programmes there. And I think one of the skills is you've got to think on your feet and stay calm and sound authoritative, but also sound friendly to the viewers, so that you're telling them things that they're going to be interested in about programmes they like.
Yeah, I love it. What about things going wrong? Because Sarah's just sharing with us, occasionally you're thinking about holidays and stuff like that. So you're having to sit down there and watch every programme, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, I've introduced the wrong programme. Yeah.
Yeah, like?
I said, now songs of praise, when it was actually points of view.
Oh,
Big problem.
Luckily, no one noticed.
No one
So far.
Everyone's asleep. Or are you trying to say that everyone who watched Points of View falls asleep? What
I
are you
couldn't
saying?
possibly comment, Hazel. I couldn't comment.
And what about things like you guys also have to read out lottery numbers? Have you ever got any of those things wrong?
I might have, yeah, possibly. Yeah. Because, people are sitting at home waiting to see you read that out, to see if they've won.
Yeah.
And I read out, I think it was number 12 as number 13. And then we realised, oh dear. And we had to correct it later on.
Of course
But,
you did.
Imagine if that was you might have gone out to buy a speedboat
Well,
already.
this is it. You turn around and, you can take the car, son. Go on, take the car. I don't mind. Yeah, so things do occasionally go wrong. Well, that's what happens. We're only human, though, aren't we, Phil?
Well, that's true, because it's all live as well, so you don't really have much time to correct yourself, really.
Absolutely. Do you ever say things wrong on TV sometimes, Les? You do a lot of television?
yes. Like now, I'm going to say something wrong. I do. I get it wrong, and I get it wrong a lot, actually.
I know,
have
you
to
just got to
say.
get on with it. You really do today. We've got about 6 minutes to go now, ladies and gentlemen. The time is moving on. Lots of lovely things are cooked down. Leslie's got this lovely kind of curry, little ragu, the potato, the peppers, the leeks, everything's cooking down. We've got a rather nice, moist-looking burger. Beautiful. And we've got the pineapple stuff. Do you guys hang out with each other then quite a bit? Do you ever phone up each other and try and wind each other up?
Oh, yeah, there are wind-ups, because sometimes you end up saying what somebody else has written. So they might leave you some sort of tongue twister or something like that, Ainsley and Antony are cooking up a storm with artichokes and apples or something like that.
So really have to get your tip of the tongue
teeth
and the
around it,
teeth and everything like that, yeah.
Or people challenge you to get a word into something you're saying, like a really complicated word, like, I don't know, pomegranate.
Yeah.
And then you have to win a bet.
Did it work? Do you normally win?
Oh, I normally win.
There you go, you see. Fantastic.
OK, my darling, come here.
Okay.
Phil, come here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Move the burger along quickly. Move it along.
Move it along.
Turn it or just
Good.
along?
Hey, move
Yeah,
it along. Move it that
that's it.
side, then back that side. That's and the other
it.
side.
No, leave him alone, Ames. Right, OK, go and get the
I'm
herbs
going,
out.
Les.
The herbs, which herbs?
Hey, we like to teach people how to cook. A little bit of fun on this programme.
We do, don't we? Put that in there.
Yep.
OK,
Okay, eggs, where are my eggs? Eggs there.
tell us what's happening here, Chef.
Well, we're
reached
gonna.
the point.
Oh dear, broken an egg.
Yeah.
Oh lord.
Do you want it out, Chef?
We haven't got another one.
We haven't got anher one.
Oh, I'll get one from
That's
Les.
it.
Go on, scoop it out,
Oh,
put it back into
Lordy.
that dish.
Okay.
Try and scoop out the...
I'll
Les, have
try.
you got one spare egg you could let me have?
I
think-
did. Did we have any eggs left? What did you do with those eggs, Phil?
Oh, here they are.
Here they are.
Here they are. Well,
You've been hiding my eggs!
you said look after them, so there they are.
Do you want one more,
No,
Les?
no, I don't need any. It's
OK,
okay,
sorry to
darling.
keep you, my
That's
love.
all right.
Here we are. We just...
You better
Let's
do it
crack
this
one on the
time.
top there, eh?
There we are.
Another job, Chef.
There you go. We've got a couple of nice fried eggs. OK, this is the
yeah.
frittata that's just come out. Look at that. It's puffed up absolutely beautifully. All right, then. Do you want that back in the oven, Chef? Are you quite happy to
No,
leave
that'll
that
be
on
all right.
the
I think
top?
it's quite reasonably. It'll cook. Yeah, that's fine.
OK, that's not
That's
too
a
much
hot pan.
trouble. We've got the rosti that's come out.
Make some soup.
What do you think
Yes.
about the...
Blend that soup.
And what do you think about using sweet potato for rosti? Would you recommend that thing?
Yeah, very, well, it's not as good as potato. It hasn't got so much starch in, so...
OK.
To me, it doesn't stick. Mind that. Put that on.
Yeah.
But don't put it on fully. Just put a tea towel over it. It needs some air.
You need some
Oh,
air.
okay.
That's OK, just
Okay.
like that.
And then
And push
pulse
the
it.
button.
OK.
That one?
Ah, that one. There you go. There you go. How about that? OK.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's just coming there. And when you're finished, then you can press that one. Give it a
Okay.
few seconds. OK. And what's actually gone in there, Chef? You can switch it off now.
Various spices.
Yeah.
And garlic, onion, the sweet potato, and coconut milk, and a bit of stock.
All right, then, that's looking good. And you can just use that. You can pile up the little spinach on the top there. Always looks so attractive. Now, what about sounding natural? You know, everybody, every presenter, whether you're in front of the camera or you're radio behind the camera, what do you have to do? Do you have to practice something, or...?
Well, one of my colleagues, Peter Offer, said that if you give it...
2 minutes.
Yeah, if you give it 122 minutes,
Yeah.
if you give it 125%, it'll
Yeah.
come out 100% on air. And it's really hard to sort of... It's almost like shouting to somebody that's just leaving the room and saying, oh, before you go, later, it's a brilliant thing on. And it's sort
wow.
of... But by doing that, you kind of then sound natural. It's really... It's impossible, but you get there in the end.
Yeah, it's strange hearing yourself, hearing your own voice.
Yeah, especially when... Because we record... The only thing that's recorded is the Learning Zone on BBC Two. It's through the night, and you come home from the pub and you switch the telly on and you go, that's my voice on the telly. That's a bit weird.
Yeah, of course, of course. It just kind of throws you a little bit. And what about the difference between BBC One and BBC Two? Is there a little bit? Is it a little bit more sort of casual on Two?
Yeah, because
or?
BBC Two you can be a little bit more... You can sort of raise an eyebrow and sort of be a little bit...
Tongue-in-cheek,
coy.
yeah.
But on BBC One, it's carpet salesman type. This is coming up, you've got to watch this. Watch this. Oh, you know.
How's the carpet
Anyone
salesman
can do
down
one.
there, Les? How's the carpet salesman doing? Is he all right?
Carpet salesman.
Shag pile.
OK, eggs are looking good.
Thank you.
OK, and the music has begun, ladies and gentlemen. Where did the time go? We were having so much fun. But now
No, yeah,
it's
probably.
getting food out
Some nice
time. And our
garnish
chefs
on
are
here.
really
Dollop of
motoring
yogurt
now to
on-
get everything out.
dollop of yogurt
We've got
on that curry.
lovely, luscious burgers,
Yeah,
fried eggs,
on that curry with some
gorgeous
coriander.
stews with all sorts of lovely herbs and spices going through them,
There's that one.
including our lovely sweet potatoes. Les doing a little bit
Yeah.
of tossing action there, getting out the stew onto the plate. We've got our lovely cake that's going to be in the oven. We've got the chips. Oh, lovely. Here we go. OK,
got
here
which
we
one's
go,
the
my man.
coriander?
And let's get these out. Audience, you are voting for what the chefs did with the ingredients they were given. Think about that. OK, get the old thing here. That's
Mind your
it.
backs, mind your backs.
OK.
Cloth.
All right, then, here we are.
Thanks,
Pick up the
James.
cloth, Les. There you go. 9, 8, 7,
Mind your
6,
backs.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop! Okay. Wow. Smells good in this kitchen today. And I have to remind you what our chefs began with. Lesley Walters had in her bag a large gammon steak, a large potato, red pepper, chilies, leeks and pineapple. Whilst AWT started off with chicken thighs, sweet potato, a bag of spinach, tomatoes, a can of coconut milk and a sweet onion. And now on BBC Two, our announcers are going to eat.
I like that, yes.
Do you like
yeah,
that?
That's very good,
Do you
yes.
think I can get a job? Hey? Do you think, nah, I'm not going to take your job. You sound too good, Sarah. OK, pick up your cutlery and have a bit of a go at everything for us, please.
How about it's probably easy just to cut that burger in half, actually. Just go for it, cut it in half.
What are you going to call this
I
then,
think
Liz?
it's got to be called something like your pepper stay tuned to what's gamming up next.
Very good.
Oh, that's great, yeah.
Yeah, lovely. Tell us what you did with all your ingredients,
OK,
Les.
so after Phil bashed the gammon, we used half of it in the twizzles, which we put pineapple and a little bit of black pepper and some honey. Left the skin on the pineapple, because that gives a real fragrance of the pineapple to the dish.
That tastes good.
And then
Very nice.
we basically just made some quick oven chips. We skewered these on, griddled them, and then made a very quick potato, leek and pepper curry to go with the gammon, because I think gammon and curry, actually,
Work well.
It's really, really
Yeah,
nice.
very nice combination.
And then you made this lovely pineapple fresh, really simple to go with the burger. We made a chili mayo to go with the burger and a pineapple, a coriander and lime salsa, fresh salsa to go with the gammon. And then here we've just got this cake, which we've done in the good bakewell paper, because you don't have to worry about taking it off. And this we did with like a warm green chilli sweet syrup. Probably the easiest way is just to sort of just
grab
cut
the
that
whole
like
thing.
that.
Go on, Phil.
Oh, it's hot, darling, it's hot. Hang on, let's
it up
just
a
do
little
that.
bit.
Chop it up a little bit for you, my darling. There you go. And it's hot, so be careful. There you go. Very, very hot, so be careful.
It's a bit hot. Yeah? It's good, though. Excellent. Lovely, Les.
Thank you.
That's really great. Let them get on with it. They're enjoying themselves there, I think you'd agree. And our Sarah over here wants to enjoy herself. And look what Antony's done all sorts of lovely things. Pick up your cutlery, have a bit of a go.
Let's start
What are
with
you going to
soup.
call this, chef?
Well, I think in case this speech potato dish will leave you tongue-tied.
Very good. Oh, that's lovely.
Gorgeous soup, that, isn't it? That is. We'll start with the soup.
Nice.
Sweet potato.
That's all I want.
Coconut milk. Lots of lovely spices in there. Little cream, little onion, little garlic. Really nice, really smooth. But great.
That's
Hints
lovely.
of sweetness there.
Really
But
spicy.
working this way round. Here, I've just nice, crispy, garlic-infused chicken on a bed of spinach and a potato rosti with soft-boiled egg
Lovely
yolk.
and moist, isn't it, Chef?
Soft-boiled egg yolk around the dish there.
Yeah.
I thought that was quite sweet. Here we've got a lovely sweet potato and chicken curry, loads of spices, lots of coriander, mint, hints of chilli in there. Here we've got,
Nice.
where's the knife? We've got our
That's lovely.
chicken rolled up with the spinach, and we've also got in here this lovely potato frittata, which has got all the sweet potato and the onion and the
like this.
tomatoes in
I know,
there.
it's good,
And
isn't
I
it?
thought a lovely little drink for breakfast. I thought I'd be staying for breakfast. This is mint, lime and
Not what you
coconut.
said earlier.
You have that. And
I've got issue with you.
You've won him over, darling. You've won him over.
And here, that's your breakfast. This is my breakfast, egg on toast. Thank you very much.
There you go.
There you go.
Oh, that's nice.
Excellent. Happy overall?
Yeah, lovely.
you're delighted?
Really nice.
OK, they're both delighted. Hardly surprising. What do our studio audience think? Green pepper day? Red tomato? We're about to find out as we ask them all to please vote now. And up they go. Just look at this. Well, you can see it's a red tomato. It's a BBC Two Day! There you go. Congratulations here. Here we are, my darling. £100 spending money
Thank you
there
very
for you.
much.
Thanks so much for coming on the programme, and we look forward to you introducing more and more of our shows.
This is going to go to the AA.
That's going to go to the AA.
Announcers Anonymous.
Ah, that's lovely. Thanks very much indeed,
Nice to see
Chef.
you.
Always a
See you
pleasure. OK, well, there you go, my man. Yeah, you were about to wander off then, weren't you?
I was going to see what she's cooked up, yeah.
Well, she's done a fair... She's done
Yeah,
a fair
looks great,
few,
actually.
but guess what? You've got a lovely ready, steady cook hamper to go
Oh,
home
that's
with.
great, yeah, that's
so
great.
you'll be able to do a little bit of cooking, perhaps try and recreate some of the things
Well, I
that
think I
Lesley's
should
done
try
for you.
some of this now, because it's given me lots of ideas, because I had never got an idea that you could do so much with gammon, really. I just used to grill it, and
Well,
that was
there
that.
you go.
There you go, there you go. That's what we're here for, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks very much.
Oh, thanks.
Great, Les. Always a pleasure.
welcome.
Hey, haven't they been fantastic?
Well done.
Phil Vowles and Sarah Gentry, ladies and gentlemen. OK. Oh, it's what's a dessert? Oh, I used to love these. Do you remember when the ice cream man used to come round with these little oyster shells? Oh, I love the marshmallow and the coconut and chocolate.
Gorgeous. Oh, yes, those little cups. Oysters.
Little cups. Well, we've got little cups here today, ladies and gentlemen. We've got some nice ice cream there. Don't quite know what this flavour is, but we've got some lychees, a Snicker bar, and some blueberries. Very healthy for you. Antony's always telling us about the advantages of blueberries, but what will he do with them? We'll have to wait and see because it's Lesley first.
Right, I would do some sort of Knickerbocker Glory style thing with the ice cream and the coconut wafers and the blueberries, and then I'd make a hot Snicker sauce with the vanilla ice cream to sort of do it all over the top. And then I would do blueberry fritters with maybe some sort of butterscotchy style sauce, serve them with ice cream. And for the kumquats,
lychee, sorry.
Sorry, for the lychees, I would do some sort of blueberry and lychee fizzy sort of style, like a drink, like a smoothie.
Oh, very nice. Okay.
Very nice.
Nice selection there. Let's
Do
see.
you need me?
Oh, I don't know if we do, Em.
Yes, we do.
All right, then. I would do an eggy bread baked Alaska.
Oh.
A nice ice cream in there, some blueberries, a bit of lychee, and the meringue on the top. Then I'm going to do a bit like you, but mine's a bit sort of trifle. Crushed these, lots of different layers of things. I do some toffee, toffee apples you get in the Chinese.
You could do toffee lychees.
Toffee lychees, I think, with a batter dipped in caramel, dipped in sesame.
Yeah.
And then we will make some nice little cups, just nice fruit cups, really.
Oh, I'll have one of
With
those.
those.
With a bit of scoop of ice cream.
Nice.
Very nice indeed. What's it going to be? Green peppers, red tomatoes. Over to our studio audience. Will you all please vote now? And up they go. And it looks as if... I think he said those lychees and a bit of toffee and sesame seeds that won them over, didn't they? They said yes. All right, let's get cooking. Okay, Chef, your 10-minute cooking time starts now. Let's do it.
Okay.
What can we do for you?
Would you do the fritters, the old blueberry fritters?
Yeah.
Would you do a bit of extra egg white for my baked Alaska? That's okay. Would you do the Knickerbocker Glory?
Oh, yes, I'll do the Knickerbocker Glory for you.
I'll get a pan.
And does Les need some of these blueberries?
Yeah, she'll need some blueberries, yeah.
Okay. Lovely.
I'll
Right,
get some oil on.
yeah, get that on as quickly as you can. I've got the lovely blueberries here. How many blueberries do you need, Les?
Well, as many as you can spare, babe.
How about that? Is that all right?
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's good because they literally split, don't they, when you put them into the...
Absolutely.
And they cook down, they bleed a little bit into it. So you've got the lovely bit of chocolate bar there. I'm just going to melt that down. OK, Chef. All
Get
right.
some sugar on there for the caramel.
Let's get the chocolate all chopped up. OK, Chef, what are you starting off with?
I'm doing the caramel, and I'm going to do the eggy bread. So we can get that on, get that out of the way.
OK, lovely. And just chop this up here, and you can use either one of these. A lot of the chefs like to do this, kind of take one of those lovely sort of favourite sweets that we like in this country, like a Snicker or Mars bar or something, melt that down, that can go on top of, something like a Knickerbocker Glory. Really, really lovely, anything like that.
So you're going to melt that in the saucepan, yeah?
Yeah. Touch of cream too with that, Chef, maybe, yeah?
A little bit of cream, a little bit of cocoa powder is quite nice.
Yeah, OK. As soon as that gets going, I shall pop a bit of cocoa powder in there for you.
Okay.
Let's get that over here. That sort of remind us what's going on. OK, right, you're getting that going. Let's get this Knickerbocker Glory on the go. What was your favourite type of ice cream then, when the ice cream man came round?
Well, it had to be the old 99, didn't it?
Did you? You were one of the 99 fans?
Actually, I like the ones where it was just a block between two wafers, where you put your tongue, you licked it, and you get all the ice cream and left the two wafers, and you had to get your tongue right in the middle. Do you remember that?
Yeah. I do remember that. Yeah. Did you have a favourite, Les?
Yeah, I used to like... Do you remember those lollipops that had, like, funny faces?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember them?
Yes, of
and
course I do.
And made with the ice cream. I used to love those. Love them. When I was young.
When I was young. I think my favourite was when you had a lolly and the man used to put a little dollop of ice cream on the end of it. Do you remember that on the way home from school? Because it was cheap.
Yes. Yes, I do remember.
Do you remember?
Those.
So you used to a little bit of, like that, licking.
Do you remember those big, kind of like, they were like triangle ice sort of they used to, I can't remember, they used to sort of, they start off like a big triangle ice lolly.
Jubbly.
Jubbly. And you'd have one from school, and then by the time you got home, it was just like you were guzzling it.
I
wasn't
know.
It? It was fantastic.
Especially when you smashed it up, it was lovely. OK, there you go. Bit reminiscent there of our youth, our childhood, if you like. OK, right, let's get all this going here.
Like that. I don't know.
OK. There we are. All right, bit of ice cream going in here. There we are.
Will it go in?
Oh, I think, yeah, well, I'll put some fruit in the bottom first.
Yeah, and some crushed up biscuits.
And crushed up, a bit of this stuff in there.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. It'd be nice to have a little bit of booze or something in there. Shall I just a little bit of wine in there?
Yeah, well, there's some lychee syrup there as well.
Oh, yeah, OK. There you go. Non-alcoholic one, that will all sort of squash down and really be lovely. OK, chef. There we are, push that down there. A few blueberries. OK, just piling this up now. Nice dollop of ice cream on the top. There we are. And the whole process starts again. Then we're going to get that lovely snicker sauce and pour on the top of that. So that'd be absolutely lovely. Right. And guys, if you're going to be making a knickerblock law, you don't have to follow this. You can put anything you like in there. You know, tinned fruits traditionally used to go in there. Remember a tinned fruit salad? You can use fresh fruit salad, but just for convenience sake for the kids, just whack that in, all right? Now, that's melting down. That's really coming together. Just look at that. That's lovely. Let's just reduce that heat a little bit. Is it that one? That one there. OK. Right, your oil's coming up to the boil, chef. So we've got to start thinking about how we're going to do that. OK. How you doing, Les?
I'm all right. I'm just getting this so stiff that I can hold it over Antony's head and it won't come out of the bowl.
Oh. It might do. Might be too hot on there. You can never tell, can you?
All right, darling.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, that's coming together nicely. Now, tell us about the batter, chef. What goes in there?
I've just done a mixture of self-raising flour and corn flour and fizzy water.
Yeah.
Which I'm just mixing that up there. See if they work.
That's
Put a bit of plain flour and dust the lychees in the flour because they've got quite a slimy surface, obviously, so we want the batter to stick.
OK, lovely. That's coming out. And we have a quickie question today, guys. And it's all about, I believe, lime quats. Does that ring a bell to you?
Lime quats, kumquats, lime quats, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a cross between the kumquat seed and the sort of lime seed, and they've sort of blended them together and they've come up with lime quats. And this is from Patricia Johnson from Essex. Good afternoon to you, Patricia. She says, I have a lime quat citrus tree in a pot which has produced a number of lime quats. Can anyone give me an idea what to do with these? Can they be used in a recipe, or can you use them in a salad or dressing, anything like that at all? So, guys, they've got really, really thin skins. I know you can pop them in the mouth. Anthony, do you want to elaborate on that?
Yeah, they're a bit like kumquats in this fact as they're completely useless. But you can do some things with them, like make a pickle. Just some vinegar, some spices, and lots of sugar, and you cook them until they're almost translucent and serve those with cold meats.
Oh, yes. Okay.
The other way to do it is to chop them up and then to make a marmalade. Exactly
lovely.
the same principle as a marmalade. So you boil them up, and for how many pints of water you got, you add a pound of sugar. You might need a little bit of pectin just to get it to set properly, but it should be OK. And a nice little lime quat marmalade would be great.
And do you grow any of those type of things when you go abroad, chef?
I do.
Yeah.
In Spain we got those. We got lime, we got wonderful, you know, Sharon fruits, or what do they call, what's the other name for a Sharon fruit? Those? Do you know?
Persimmon.
Persimmon, exactly.
Yeah.
We got persimmons. Trees, we've got olive trees.
You grow avocados, Antony, don't you?
That's our main crop, of course. Oh, I didn't realise that's in the middle. What's that?
OK, then, lovely. Now, what about you, Les? Lime quats, would you use that? Well, you type of thing, you do lovely relishes to go with meats?
Yeah, you could do, or, you know, I mean, duck and orange is great, so you can actually...
meringue left?
What do you need? Meringue's there for
there,
you,
fine.
sweetheart.
Yeah. Lovely.
You know, something like a sort of limey sauce to go with maybe roast duck, you know, in the way that you would do an orangey-style sauce. Maybe like a caramel-style sort of limey sauce to go with roast duck, or you could maybe even use them to flavour sort of Asian-style dressings to go with crab, for instance. That might be quite nice.
Very nice, yes, absolutely. So basically, I think what we're trying to, the message message we're trying to get across, Patricia, is that you can treat them literally like sort of any of the other type of citrus fruits, the orange, the lime,
Haven't got a lot
or
of
the
juice
lemon.
in. That's the only thing you've got to remember.
Well, they're tiny, so they're not going to retain a lot of juice, are they?
No.
But thin skins, you cut them in half, you can just eat them, you can just pop them in your mouth. How about caramelising them? A little bit of sugar, you know how the chefs do with the sugar, they reduce the sugar down, then they pop the fruits in there, allow some of the juices to burst in there, and of course, then you can pop that on top of some ice cream or something like that. So it's very, very versatile. Good luck to you. Right, 2 minutes to go now, Chef.
Oh, my goodness me.
Do you want to get this blasted up?
Can you take some of those kumquats out and just drop them in the in some sugar?
OK.
Caramelised sugar here.
Caramelised sugar, OK. That's come along. We've got the sugar that's
Anthony, do you
caramelised.
still
Literally,
need
guys,
that butter
no
or
water
not?
in
No,
there,
done
all
that,
right?
done that.
And have you got the ice water there, Chef?
I've got the ice water. Yes, I'll get the ice water now.
OK, so we're just going to take these out, guys, OK? Remember, that's the
Into the
light
sugar,
cheese.
then into ice water. A bit of sesame on
And
first.
these are caramel in there. All I've got is the sugar that's melted down straight in there. We're just going to toss those around. All right, be very careful, all right? Any of you youngsters at home, you're going to be doing this. This is hot sugar. This can give you a very, very bad burn. So be very, very careful. Just make sure you have an adults around.
We got
and you can
sesame
see
seeds
that.
anyway. Yes.
Yeah, right at the top there, Chef.
So we got a
And
little,
there you go.
need to bring
That's
some of
it.
those on.
Very similar to what you get into the old Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, now you just drop them in the ice water and they're ready.
OK.
Serve those with a dollop of ice cream.
There we are. Make sure you well coat those. Just keep tossing those around. All right, into ice water. Here we are. There we are, ice water. Don't think it's not going to, the sugar's going to protect it, all right, guys? And then straight away you can take them out and pop them onto your plate and they're all ready to go. Absolutely lovely. Look at that, really lovely and crunchy.
Might need a blowtorch.
Beautiful. OK, blowtorch, Chef, we will do. No problem at all. Oh, I like the lychee on top there. That's nice. Hey, we need a... Oh, dear. And for what you like, hey? There we are. Come on, let's get this done now, guys. We've got one of these. I'm just going to put a dollop of ice cream inside one of those, too. OK, finish that up. There we are. Come on, open that up. A nice little oystery thing here. OK,
Amazing, see that?
come on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop cooking!
Oh, come on, Les. Here we go. Oh, look at
OK,
that.
Les, you've got them?
Beautiful.
lovely.
They might not come out.
Oh, they'll come out and we'll just scoop them up. There you go. You have a bit of a go.
It's hot. be
Oh,
careful.
lovely. Oh,
They're
what are you going to
really,
call
really
these,
light.
then?
Blueberry pancake, American pancakes
Oh, look at that.
with toffee
Beautiful.
sauce. But the other thing is, if I scream, it's
Yeah.
because I'm delightful.
OK, what did you do with all your lovely ingredients, then?
Well, I think what we started with, let's do these lychee fritters. They're a really good technique. You just make a lovely batter in deep oil, flour them first, and then in the batter, in the fat, and then have some caramel ready to roll in. But to set the caramel really crispy, just plunk them into ice water, OK?
There you go,
So that's good. Always be careful, because like those in the
they look
Chinese
brilliant,
restaurant,
Antony.
they're a bit hot in the middle. Then you've got, obviously, we've done here, we've used the eggy bread, which I put a bit of cinnamon, a bit of egg, a bit of cream, dip the egg in, dip the bread in, ice cream on top with the biscuits to stop the ice cream melting. So I put the biscuits so that, because the bread's hot, obviously.
Yeah.
So I put the biscuits on and then put the ice cream and fruit in there, covered with Lesley's
still-
meringue.
And unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we've run out of time. But any of the recipes that were on today's programme, of course, they're available on CFAX, or check out our website, bbc.co.uk/food. From Antony, Lesley and myself, see you soon on Ready, Steady,
Bye.
Cook. Bye.